One of these days. One of these days I'm going to clean my desk. Alright, well, now that the ads are over, we can jump into this. I'm just going to press F12, because holy shit, is chat bad. What's this? Oh, okay, I'm like... doing something, I'm always experimenting and trying new things on my stream as much as I can, and one of the things I'm trying tonight, because last time I played Star Citizen and live streamed it, and I had all three of my monitors up, I couldn't see chat unless I had, like, my phone propped up right here, and it was real tiny and small and kind of inconvenient, and I didn't like that. So what I'm doing tonight, to do something a little different, excuse me, is I have my laptop. I got a laptop right here next to me with chat up, plus all the screens, and then I can pull up my mining chart if I need to check some details, but I can also, actually, you know what I can do? So I can do this. Put this right here. I can't do that because I end up losing half the... I lose the half of the screen. I need to see which has chat. Oh, no, wait, if I go here. And go to stream... dashboard. There we go. That works. I can just pause it so I don't just actually see the stream. Cool. I'm smart. Yeah, so I'm playing Star Citizen. I played a little bit a couple weeks ago on stream, and it was actually fun, and like I was enjoying myself. So I'm going to continue. I've been playing a lot of Star Citizen. I've been playing too much. It's one of those games where sometimes it'll be like really good, and then it won't be, and then it'll be really good, and then it won't be, and then it'll be really good. And right now it's at a state of, you know what? I'm vibing. Like, part of what it was is for a while I always seemed to struggle to find like something to do, something meaningful. Didn't really understand the game. Like I understood it, but it didn't click. And like a year and a half ago, like it just suddenly clicked, and I think it was part of it was like they did stability fixes and everything to the game, and it just became way more playable. And after it became more playable, it was like it just, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like I wasn't having fun, the game became more playable, and then suddenly I was having fun playing it. And this year they've been doing a big focus, CIG have been doing a big focus on improving playability, and they're still adding some new features here and there, which is good. But oh, can I steal these? This is mine now. I'm a bit of a klepto on game. Like I steal things that have no use, and I take them to my home hangar and just throw them in one corner. I'm already on the level I need. There's the medical clinic. There's the hab. So I need to go this way. The other space, so I'm at a refinery station, and like, the one I was working out of, The elevators were right here to go down to the refinery level, and then the elevators were right here to go to the hangars. But this space station, like, they're more spread out, so it takes a little bit more time to walk that short distance.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Something I don't like that the game does, something I really don't like, and I would love to see it fixed or changed.
Vehicle selected.
When you go up to a computer, like a terminal screen like this,
Vehicle
right?
has been delivered to the following location.
It will consistently try to adjust the FOV, so that screen is always filling up the main screen. So I'm like walking away, and it's like I'm leaning in more like this, which I find frustrating. So tonight's goal is just to do some mining around this Lagrange point. Lagrange? I don't know. Around this point, and just stockpile a bunch of resources that I can then, materials and stuff that I can then ship back to. Where's there? I'm just gonna stick that there. I think I have one on my ship as well. But yeah, stockpile a bunch of rocks and then refine the ore, and yeah. I had one in there, and it's not there anymore. So I splurged, and so there was a free fly last weekend? No, 2 weekends ago. 2 weeks ago there was a free fly, and I started exploring doing mining with the the prospector ship. And I was like, oh, mining makes sense. Making a decent amount of money doing it. It's fun gameplay. I'm going to keep mining. But I really don't like the Prospector. Like, it's an ugly ship. So I splurged and bought myself the Golem, which is... It has the same cargo capacity as the Prospector. But... It's not as big of a ship. And you can remove this part right here, this cargo. Yeah. You can remove this middle section. I can't do it right now. But you can remove this. So in theory, I could have like one person in a cargo ship fly up, have 2 or 3 of these containers, load one onto my ship, I go mine some rocks, I fly back, unload this one onto his cargo ship, they drop another one on, and I go back out, right? So you can have a small fleet of golems just chewing up a bunch of small rocks and stuff, filling up a big cargo ship with a ton of the bags, and just continuously making money that way. The one problem is the golem doesn't have anything other than a cockpit, so you get in the ship and you're just here. Put something in. Another thing that I do that's a little different than what most other people do. Check something. Another thing I do that most people don't do is I have my Logitech switch panel for like all my flight sim stuff. So I tried putting this camera so you can see my joystick movements and my throttle movements. I don't know how well that actually is translating, but also you can see my switch panel over here. We're going to power the ship up. I got a new flight stick over the weekend. I went to Micro Center on Saturday after the after watching the Robot Combat League final, or yeah, championships on Saturday. It was a lot of fun to watch, just hang out and watch. See a lot of my old friends, a lot of my longtime robot friends. But I ended up getting the Thrustmaster Warthog, and I'm like, oh, this thing's nice. Just gonna take her nice and gentle. Turn off VTOL. I'm just going to pick a direction towards this gas cloud. Right there. We're going to go in this direction. We're going to fly out for a little bit, and then we're going to start scanning and see what rocks we can eat. According to the chart that I'm looking at, which is kind of an older chart, I don't know how up to date it is. I should double check its age, but we're looking for Terranite, Gold, Bexolite, and if we can find it and break a rock, Quantanium. Arcilium? A-G-R-I-C-I-U-M? Arcilium? I don't know how to pronounce that. Is also up there. Acurium, Beryl, Borse, and Porstinianite, and Larnanite. Aluminum, copper, chromium, iron, quartz, titanium, and tungsten, which you would think would be valuable rocks, are actually not that valuable. Now, I was flying around here last night for a while, and it was actually a lot of rocks here. A lot more than what I've been seeing in some of the other places I had been going. Alright, one ping. Oh, wow. We got a rock right there, pretty close. We got something. We got an unknown at 6 kilometers, and then something right behind it at 5 kilometers. Or 10 kilometers out. Type M asteroid. Alright, we're going to switch to mining mode. Mining mode coming on. I have like an itch right at the edge of my nose. The Golem's mining laser like comes across, like folds out, goes brrr, boop. Got gold. Well, I'll try and break it. So what we gotta do is we gotta throttle up the laser. Keep the power in the optimum range right there. Don't overcharge it too much. But once it starts to get close, I'm going to back away. Now we're going to go back in and we're going to scan each one of these rocks. Because again, I only have 32 SCU of cargo. That's aluminum. I can skip inert materials. I can skip that rock. We're going to scan and find the ones that have the best resources on them. I'm still learning this too, so it's like I want to just grab everything because I'm like, oh, aluminum. I'm thinking like modern day pricing, but in game, like aluminum is so common. It's stupid cheap. And that one's mostly aluminum and gold. And that's this last one here. Gold and inert materials. So I'm just gonna grab this one right here. That's gold. Aluminum is aluminum's up there, but it's also not. I'm gonna grab it anyways because I want that gold. So I'm not gonna grab that other one because it has so much inert materials. It's just gonna waste space. What did this one have? I forget this one. Aluminum. Inert materials and aluminum. You know what? Fuck it. I'll grab this one too. Alright, we're gonna disable winding mode. There was another one really close to this. I actually did take the ship out to Pyro last weekend and was flying it around Pyro doing mining. That was fun. It was scary, and I ended up dying twice to stupid things. Like first I crashed my ship into the ground. And then the second time I accidentally pressed the button to get out of my ship while in quantum travel. And when I play, I normally don't have a spacesuit, like a flight suit on. So I just fell out of my ship while at, faster than light speeds. Without a spacesuit on. Like, oh. Luckily, I didn't have any material in my ship. Bexlite, iron. Bexlite is... It's up there. It's 41%. I'm going to try and break this rock. See if I can't, find one good chunk of Bexlite. I'm going to give it a little bit of overcharge. Start to back away, get ready to back away. I didn't take any damage. I'm getting better at this. It's like you want to give it a little bit of overcharge because then that power level drains and continues to fill the actual rock breaky bit. I don't know what you would call it. The thing. That one's mostly iron ore. Iron ore is not very good. I was hoping I could break this down and it would be smaller pieces that would be easier to mine, but well, they're easier to mine, but more separated. That one sucks. That one sucks. This one, I'm gonna get iron ore, which I really don't want, but I'm also gonna get that Bexlite. Whatever. I don't have to refine the iron ore. I can just sell the iron. Oh, can I? I wonder if I can sell just the iron ore. We'll find out. Kind of alright, I got two over there at 8 kilometers away. They're pretty close. There's this white bit on the ship. It's the paint. What's cool is as you fly your ship in this game, the paint does deteriorate. They take damage over time and everything. Debris, debris, debris. What's this last one? All debris. If I had my vulture, it would be an okay haul right there. Yeah, the ship's like paint wears, except for like the golem, it only wears in a couple areas, so like all of that white on the front, that's all, the paint's all gone, but then I have other parts that just the paint doesn't wear off at all. Which I think is kind of funny. It's a little immersion breaking to see part of my ship, like, the paint wore down. And also, like, apparently repairing your ship is supposed to repair the paint, but I haven't actually seen it do that yet. I don't know if it's because this is I think this is a fairly new ship. It's only been out for a few months, I believe. They actually just took it off the market too. Like, you can't buy it you can't buy it in game at all, and you can't buy it at all in the store. You can only get the ship with real money. So I had to pay $60 for the ship, but it's like, eh. The way I see it, if I barrel's good, gold is that's iron. Oh. It's Drake. Damage makes it stronger. 50% iron. Looking at my cheat sheet. No, don't want that iron. I already have a little bit. I do have a fun, like a soft spot for Drake and Argo ships. Like, they just look good to me. That is something I will say that I really like about Star Citizen is all the different ship manufacturers. Like, they have CIG made sure to go through and, like, you know, design catalog, make sure that all ships from one manufacturer all follow like the same kind of design characteristics. So the ships are very unique to those like manufacturers. So a Drake ship doing the same thing that a MISC ship does will look and fly very differently because they're different companies. Just like a Ford Mustang is going to drive different than a Chevy Camaro because they're different cars, different companies. And that is a little bit of a stab at, like, but better because it's Drake. That is a little bit of a stab at Elite Dangerous. Vexilite, 27 in titanium. Titanium is kind of low. There was another rock right over here. There's a little bit of a stab at Elite Dangerous. I love Elite Dangerous. It is one of my favorite games of all time. But the ships all in that game feel very samey. I think my go-to ships right now are the Vulture for salvage, and the Argo Raft for hauling, which I can't wait for 4.1.1 because they're changing the raft to have more cargo and a better cargo grid. The hooks, the hooky things that the raft have, looks cool, but it makes it impractical for loading cargo. I couldn't break that one rock. I could probably try, but we'll go back to it in a second. Vexilite, gold, titanium, and I don't have to worry about breaking this? Yeah, I'm just going to go into extraction mode and collect this. I'll get a little bit of titanium, but whatever. And some inert materials. Optimal range. Not that it matters. Larnite. Larnite's kind of low. Yeah, we're just skip this rock. I like this area because there's a lot of rocks very close. The other area I was at, I would fly for like 20 minutes before I'd find a rock. That's debris. I can't do anything with that. Rocks. Whoop. I haven't visited Halo yet. It's one of those things where, so one of the orgs I'm in, and Girth, I think it was you I was talking to last night. I'm horrible with names. I don't remember. I've joined like 3 orgs. I've left a few. But I also I've joined like 2 that are all about like industrial stuff. One is like specifically that's all they really do. At least that's like what they advertise themselves as doing, and then like their Discord is like, hey, we're doing this contested zone, we're doing this combat mission, we're only doing combat missions. I'm like, eh. And then there's another one. Yeah, the one that Girth is in. That's like got a good balance of industrial stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I like that. I will, because I like doing the industrial side of things. Like I want to be that guy who like flies around in my Vulture or eventually like a Reclaimer, and like there's a big space battle. Like our faction goes after another faction, we capture a space station, and there's all these blown up ships around it. I'm the guy who's sitting in the back, like, oh, the battle's done? Cool, I'm going in to clean up. Acrylium and gold, but aluminum. Yeah, you're trying to get more indie people? Well, I'm one of them. I would love to just be in my Vulture on the sidelines, like, oh, somebody blew up, and just swoop in and like munch their ship. I'm gonna try and break this rock and see if I can't get like break down the resources a little bit here. Yeah, you swoop in like mid-battle, try and salvage a ship and get blown up. And then be mad, but why'd I die? Oh, took some damage. I didn't get far enough away. I just want to sit close enough to be able to like see the lasers and explosions through my binoculars from the safety of my Vulture. That's a lot of inert material, but there's gold. My hull is already mostly full. Acrylium is up there. Fuck it. Hold's almost full. Alright. I've got 3.5 SCU. No. Man, math is hard. No, because I'll paint my ship black, and then they won't be able to see me. I'll be invisible. I do actually have the black paint on my... I do have the black paint for my Vulture, but I think I'm running one of the holiday skins that they... or paint jobs that they gave out. Was it not last year, but the year before last? Damn it, what the hell's going on? Like, There's a conversation right now going on my work Discord about a Power Washer. And somebody has played all of the played through all of the Power Washer simulators, so they're practically an expert now. My ship signature says otherwise. Not worth it. Actually, I am forklift certified. My other coworkers, some of them are, some of them aren't. Although technically my forklift certification is expired in like 2 different levels, but like we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. That is something I would like. Okay, Star Citizen has the mule, which is supposed to be a little forklift, and I think it would be quite useful in some limited applications in cargo hauling, but I wish it was more useful. Like, I'll try and break it. Atlas, okay, so here's what I would like to see, right? You're in the Atlas outside a C2, right? I'm inside the C2 with the mole. Not the mole, yeah, the mule. And I'm taking the boxes like from the cargo deck with the mule. And I'm driving them to the door. So all you have to do is sit there at the door, grab it, put it in the elevator, grab it, put it in the elevator. I'm grabbing them and bringing them to the door where it's a little, like maybe the cargo bolt hold in the ship is in a weird way that it makes it difficult or something. I don't know. I just want to see use for an actual proper like forklift. But that's just me, because I would go full out. I would hook up my racing wheel, and I would have like 2 joysticks right here set up to act as the levers of a forklift. Like I would I would go full forklift autism on that thing. All right. Here's something I've noticed, and please correct me if I'm wrong. When you scan something, when you scan a rock, it puts the materials there. Is it putting them? It doesn't look like it's putting them in alphabetical order. It looks like it's putting them in like value order. So like what is it? Agricium? Agricium is a higher value than titanium, so it's above it. Yeah. At least that's... I'll put some order they picked up in. Okay. It would be nice if it put it in, like, value order, because then it would be easier to tell, like, oh, that's a higher value item. But this rock, it's kind of a bust. I mean, it didn't break apart in the manner that I thought it would. I hoped it would. I don't know, I gave him like $400. At this point, I think I should be able to ask for a lot more. I did what, 3 weeks ago at a bar, a German brew house in Vegas. Had a interesting conversation with a fellow gamer about this game. He's like, he very much does not like Star Citizen. Hardcore EVE Online player. And I forget what we said. We're talking about space games or something like that. And he's like, EVE's the best game. And I was like, no, Elite Dangerous is the best space game. And then he's like, well, at least it's not Star Citizen. And I was like, but Star Citizen's fun. Spec and aluminum. Ugh. Try and break it, just see what happens. At least I'm getting easy rocks. Back away. I may have put too much into it. Yeah, Star Citizen put you down. Or Eve. No, there's actually a worse one. I put too much juice into that rock. There's actually a worse one. There's a game called Prosperous Universe that I play. And it is only spreadsheets. Like, I have a spaceship right now that is flying from a space station to my base. It's all in real time. I told the ship how much fuel I want it to burn, and because I told it how much fuel I wanted to burn, it said, all right, it will arrive in 3 hours. I'm like, cool. And I don't actually see the ship. I just see the little box that says, Amberjack, heading to my base, 2 hours. In fact, let's see. This is the entirety of that game. This is all that my base right here is, all my production facilities. This is my ship's cargo hold right now. It's on route to drop off cargo here. This is the entirety of this space game. Oh, I want to sell stuff. I can go to like my trading tab. Yeah. Thrilling gameplay right there. I've tried playing Eve, and it seems like it would be fun, especially because I like the big cooperative stuff. I especially like cooperative when it's, how do I put this? Indirect, non-linear or non-synchronized multiplayer, right? Non-synchronous multiplayer is when I do something in game today and it affects the game for you tomorrow. So like I play, I sometimes play a train sim called Run 8, and I will drive a train from one town to the next town. But because our server is 24-hour or 24/7 multiplayer server, I'll drive the train from town A to town B and log out, and you'll log in tomorrow. Oh, and the train's there, and now you have something to do. And Eve kind of comes off like that, where it's like, I'm going to deliver this cargo from one space station to the next space station, and now my organization can turn that cargo into, you know, parts for ships or something, or whatever. And that's something I would love to see with Star Citizen. I would love to see, like, World of Warcraft did this. They did guild banks, where like I could take loot and money and put it in the guild bank, and then you could take it out. I would love to see like, Borsch is kind of low. Let's check this other rock. I would love to see like an org cargo hangar, where like I could do all this mining, right, and I could drop the ore off in the. I could either refine it myself or drop it off in the organization's hangar, and then somebody else who has a refinery ship could come in and refine it, or somebody else could haul it to a refinery. So then all I'm doing is just coming out here and munching rocks and heading back home. But you know what? Cargo hold's pretty full. Well, both of these are like kind of bust rocks. I'll skip them. Which is like, just imagine, like, I'm out here just eating rocks all day, and you log in tomorrow, and the org thing is, it's kind of what we're going to do next patch? Cool, that's good to know. I don't really follow, I didn't, for a while, follow any, like, Star Citizen YouTube stuff, but as I've been playing more and getting more involved, I've been watching, like, I don't watch any of the Star Citizen, like the CIG official live streams. I watch like the 15-minute synopsis videos that other people make. Okay, but I still think it'd be cool, like, to have an industry chain that is multiple people long, but also indirect. Like you and I were talking last night. Gareth, whatever. We're talking last night about like meeting up, and I was gonna be the gunner in his mining ship. And like we would work together, but that meant that we had to actually meet up and coordinate, which on a large scale with lots of people, you know, with different livelihoods. Fuck it, I'm just gonna munch this rock real quick. Cargo hold's full enough. I wanted maps. It was in the right menu. Hey, Tim. How do the space rocks taste? They hurt my teeth. We're gonna go sell the space rocks. Well, we're gonna go refine the space rocks. But like if you've ever tried to coordinate playing D&D, that's hard enough. Trying to coordinate like 20 people to run, 10 people, whatever, to run one big ship. Ooh, that sounds like it'd be a nightmare. But then it's like, if I can solo mine in this ship and drop my stuff off for the rest of the org to do like whatever with, that saves me having to do lots of steps. Oh no, we're trespassing! Call the cops. Budgeted soup, that's a name. Yeah. Just coordinating any number of people. Well, here's the thing. Coordinating any number of people who are doing something for fun difficult because it's like right now my D&D group is on pause because one of our members was like, "Hey guys, I'm not gonna be able to make game for the next 6 months. I got a new job working on a cruise ship out of Spain." So he's like cruising around the Mediterranean right now. And it's like, yeah, that would make that difficult. I don't know how many other people have done it, but I have mapped a hotkey to my throttle. So when I get near the space station, I can just hit one button and select later. So basically what we're going to do is, for example, is have 1 mole, 3 mining operations. So and I'm assuming that's 1 mole with 3 people, pilot and 2 turret operators. 1 cargo ship filled with replacement bags. Once full, cargo goes back to refining empty bags. So that's one way to do it, but now you're coordinating at least 4 people, right? You have the mole pilot plus its two gunners, and then you have the guy flying the cargo ship, which I'm more than welcome to either be a gunner on the mole or fly the cargo ship. Have raft, will haul. Oh, 3 gunners. So I guess the pilot could jump out of the pilot seat. So you could have only 3 people, but you're still trying to coordinate 4 people. What I'm saying is, if there was a system in place where I, as a solo player, solo miner, could be loading all my stuff, and then when I come back here and I land my ship, I could have the option of taking that bag off, throwing it in the freight elevator, and either sending it to my personal elevator or sending it to the guild warehouse or the organization warehouse. And then if I send it to the organization warehouse, then somebody tomorrow or a few hours later could come by in a cargo ship and pick all that stuff up. Which I'm assuming that's probably something that's in the works. I hope it is. If not, CIG, please. I'm gonna start I've been when I'm at work, I put on the but here's my question: are guild banks is that actually a thing that they're doing? I'm gonna go grab this elevator. Because I don't know where that guy's going. Refinery. I assume when you say yeah, that is something okay. So my wishful thinking is actually happening. Here's another question. So I can go up here, right? Go to the refinery. I have 2 options. I can sell my ore, or I can refine my ore. Can I sell part of my ore and then refine the rest? Or is it one of those things where they take everything at both of them? Like, if I go over here, and I select my ship. Oh yeah, because it wants to sell everything. I could do that, or I could go over here and refine it. Is this screen going to work today? I want to refine the backslide, the gold. Cargo AM. $20, but I get to keep quite a bit of the gold. $3. Slowest with the lowest cost, highest yield, which I think was very low speed, low cost, high yield. Yeah, it's 20 hours. But I have this other one that's done. Whenever I walk out this door, I don't know what it is. You walk out the door, you see that? There's that red little like blip. That's what I like, because then it's like, oh, if I decide I want to play tomorrow after work when I get home, then it's like, all right, cool, I can do them all. I can do mining all day today, and then tomorrow, do like all of my pickups. My only concern is I know the next update is going to come out soon, and it wipes all that stuff. Yeah, I did that on like Saturday. I mined a bunch of stuff, and then Monday morning, I filled my raft up twice before going back out and doing more mining. Citizens are watching. It's patch watch week, yeah. Because what, it's... See, I just almost died walking through the elevator. Like, there's a pocket of vacuum right there. There was a while that one of the space stations had like an entire corridor that was hard vacuum for no reason. So you'd come out of the hab and you could see the elevator to take you to the hangars. But it was, if you didn't have a spacesuit on, you were going to die while walking through there. Yeah, it's due next week at the latest because, what is it? Where's my calendar? Invictus Launch Week, which is like a big in-game event, is on the 15th. So I would assume that the patch is probably going to come out Thursday, like this Thursday, probably the 8th. And that would give the team time to iron out any bugs on like any hot fixes on Friday. And then all of us to like bitch and complain until Monday. And then more hot fixes until Thursday. That's my guess. So I'm putting $2. And who gets this $2? Absolutely nobody. But I'm putting $2 on the patch coming out on Thursday.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Alright. I got about a minute and a half until an ad starts, and I really have to pee. I've been waiting for this ad so that way I can go to the bathroom. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run the ad now, just a little early. Some stuff on my disc. Okay, yep, I got the stuff. I have Discord muted right now because I'm streaming. I'm going to run this ad real quick and go use the restroom. Actually, I'm just gonna let the it's at the point now where it's already gonna do it. So I can at least walk up to my ship's cockpit and start the repairs and stuff. This laptop I have is weird, and I'll talk about it after the break. Actually, I'll throw one over here. Alright, I'm going to use restroom while this ad runs. So, like, Tim, who is a subscriber, will just see an empty chair for like 2 minutes. I'm waiting. Like, I can see it says it's starting soon. Anytime now, Stars. Anytime now, Twitch. Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna go. Like, I don't want to wait any longer. Go empty chair, be orange. Ugh. Like 40 seconds left on that ad. I have an itch, and it happens every so often. I get an itch right in the palm of my hand, like right here. But it's like, it's not on the surface. It's like an itch that's like right in the center of my hand right here, but like down. Like it's in the bone. Like the bone of my hand is itchy. And like 2 years ago, I had it and it was so bad that I actually like scratched a hole in my hand. All right, we're back. And yes, my chair is orange. And what you also don't see, so I got the Warthog Thrustmaster, or the Thrustmaster Warthog throttle because I went to Micro Center after going to RCL, watching RCL finals or championships, and yeah, I bought a new joystick, but I don't have the mounting plate to mount it to my sim rig, and I found online they're two separate parts. There's a base plate for the stick and a base plate for the throttle for my chair that I bought, my rig that I bought. The plate for the stick is $50 or it's like $60 and would take 2 weeks to get here. The plate for the throttle is another $60 and it's out of stock. So the throttle, it's Velcroed in place right now to the original plate that my original throttle was bolted to. And that's actually working really well because it's like some good quality Velcro. Like, it hasn't moved. It's also heavy, so it's not going to go anywhere. But the stick, I found a CAD model of this whole setup. There's a CAD model I found for the setup, so I was able to design and 3D print out of the Super PLA my own base plate. And I did it at like 100, I did it at like 50% infill, 10 walls, 4 top and bottom layers. So there's almost no infill in this thing. It's almost solid plastic. And it's solid. It's on there. But I printed it in the orange, so I have this tiny little orange highlight on it. I thought about going to Micro Center, but didn't. There's nothing I need right now, and if I went, I would just buy too much stuff. That was me. So like they had like 2 sim pits. They had one that had the throttle and everything, and they had one that had and they had one that had a racing wheel. And I tried both of them, and I was like, man, I really like that throttle. I do want a new racing wheel, but I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, well, I've been doing I do a lot more flight sim stuff. I do a lot more Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous, DCS. I'm gonna get more use out of a new flight stick, than I am a new racing wheel. My old stick was good, it was doing its job, but it was definitely showing its age. And so I ended up going with the stick, and I think like next year I'll go get the wheel. Or, you know, if I go to a casino and hit it big, I'll buy the wheel, you know, something like that. And it was, honestly, it was like, I even like asked, because my mom was buying it, she's like, well, do you want a new VR headset, or do you want the flight stick? And I was like, well, my there's nothing really wrong with my VR headset, but my flight stick is getting worn out. Like, it's just, I had the Thrustmaster T16000M, and the centering spring that brings it back to center was just ever so slightly, like, compressed from so long. And the throttle, like, I had maxed out the friction pad on it, and it still like would slide in one, like, too fast forward, but it was like whenever I throttled back, it would vibrate my whole rig, which was kind of nice, but it was like also annoying, and also it didn't have nearly as much like range. So like 100% throttle was still 100% throttle, but like a tiny little bit of movement and I went down like 60% throttle. So this new one, like, way more range, I have finer control of throttle, I've got more buttons, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get back into playing DCS, I just know it. And I spent like all day Sunday between 3D printing a robot for Star Wars night and like trying to take a nap. I spent all day Sunday like just in Arena Commander flying my ship and mapping, like getting the mappings mostly right. Like there's still a couple things I had to change. Still some things I want to maybe move around. One of the things I miss is the Thrustmaster had a rolling wheel, or the T16000 had a rolling wheel on the throttle lever, and all right, Girth, see you later. Good luck on those Hull C missions. Hopefully they don't bug out too much. But yeah, that wheel, that knob that was like right on my pinky, I could turn it with just my pinky. That's where I had my laser throttled, like my laser strength set to. And like in that's titanium. Titanium's not good. In like DCS, when you're flying the P-51, that's actually how you set the range on the gun sight, is with that wheel. And I don't have that wheel on this throttle. So there's another knob that's like built into the base, and I've set that to my laser throttle. So I actually have like an axis, you know, a knob that I can turn to move that. I also had like a flappy paddle that I could use with my fingers. That was my vertical, you know, up and down thrust. I've mapped up and down and side to side thrust to the little like Xbox style joystick that's on there. Ooh, it's got Quantanium. Probably won't be able to break it. 34 tons. I don't think I'm going to be able to break this one. Every time I find a rock, I found one rock once that had Quantanium in it that I was able to mine, and it was so nice. And I haven't been able to do it since. I'm going to continue circling around the rock because I want to continue going in this one direction away from the space station. We circle back around to this side of the rock. I remember this way. Almost hit the rock. It doesn't help that I have the filter module, which lowers the amount of inert material that my ship gathers. I don't know if it's debris. When I'm, you know, extracting. But I also have the focus module, which decreases my laser power by 10%, but increases the optimal charge window. So it's like, I lose some strength when it comes to breaking bigger rocks. But get a bigger charge window. That's more debris. I'm not my vulture, and I'm not going to go get my vulture. Ooh, there's another ship out here. That's kind of scary, actually. I was like, is it a fellow miner, or is it like somebody out here up to no good? Gold, titanium. I don't want to pass up the gold. What ship is that? Oh, it's a... I don't know how to scan it. Like, I've locked onto them. It's one of the little ships that I want to say it's a medical ship, but I also know there's like a cargo version of that ship. There could just be an abandoned ship out here too. Velocity 0. Yeah. Type S asteroid. Nothing really good. Oh no! Whoa, 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 whoa. 10 iron is actually good. 10 iron is good. 10 iron is good. It's got a lot of iron. Well, maybe if I break it, it will disperse everything more uniformly. Didn't take damage. Scan it for me already. Iron's really low on the valuables list. See, it broke it down, but it broke it down in like... kind of junk. like Earth was saying, see me at the next event. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, my work schedule's all over the place. So I probably won't even play tomorrow or Thursday. Which sucks. Well, I'll probably play a little bit tomorrow night when I get home. But it'll be just long enough to like load my cargo onto my ship, like all the refined ores from tonight, and deliver them to you know, somewhere where I can sell them. Or at least store them so they don't get lost. Yeah. I have to deliver them and sell them. Alright, we're gonna try and break it. Because there's gold. I want that gold. So I'm learning if I fill the overcharge up at the last minute or so, I can fly away and it'll cool down but still fill the main charge. And then I can not get damage and still break the rock. I'm learning that balance. Like, this is when, like, I'm gonna get a lot of inert materials from this rock. It's so little. It's so little gold in there. Yeah, I'm not able to break that one. There's something over here. I'm always looking for the ones that they're closest to me. So I did something smart today. The last couple times I've streamed, I've usually had like a big lunch, and And then I always get myself Del Taco because it's Taco Tuesday. But then I'm like, I'm not hungry when I get home. So I eat like one of the tacos and then put everything on the counter. And then usually eat them after the stream. Today I ate a small lunch, so that way I was able to eat all of my tacos. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Pretty high up there. So I was able to eat all of my tacos, so I'm not, like, hungry after an hour and a half of streaming so far. Gotta support the Taco Tuesday, yeah. Well, it's gotten more expensive. It used to be I could go in on Taco Tuesday and for like $6 get 6 tacos and a large drink, right? And it might have been like $7. It might have been like $8, and now it's like $14 or 10. It's like $10, $11 for like a large drink and 6 tacos because they bumped the price up for the tacos on Taco Tuesday from like half off, like a 69-cent taco became like a 48-cent taco, or 40, or like a 34-cent taco, whatever. To now they're like $1 each. On Taco Tuesday they're like $3 for 3 or something. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to actually how much it is. I'm just like, it's more expensive now. It says it's impossible. But I believe in myself. Yeah, there we go. We're getting a little bit of a charge on it. Just gotta wiggle around and find that sweet spot. Damn inflection. Apparently, once you see the fissures start forming, if you aim at those, it also boosts how much you're charging. Because they're basically like acting like a weak point. I literally cannot get any closer to this rock. Oh, she's cooking now. Haha! Still took damage, but whatever. I broke it up. gold and iron, mostly gold and iron. I scan all of them before I start collecting because it's like I don't want to fill a cargo hold and then realize, oh, this other one was a lot of really good stuff. It's like that one's mostly iron. That one's mostly iron. This one's mostly gold, but also inert materials. This one is mostly gold and iron, so we're going to extract this one first. And then I'm going to come over here and finish filling up off of this one. Oh, and the cargo hold is full. I'm still in reverse, aren't I? Nope, I'm in forward. Somebody on one of my discords, I love BattleBots. Me. That's okay, I guess. I'm close enough to press landing yet? We got our hangar. Switch to VTOL for landing. Start bringing the speed down to something reasonable. Watch our velocity vector. Make sure that the velocity vector is, our heading pip is the crosshair. Our velocity vector, I'm aiming for the door because I kind of want to come in straight. Gear coming down. It's a brand new ship, it shouldn't squeak that much, but then again, I've put a lot of hours on it already. Coming in a little hot. Alright, we don't want to blind the tower crew. And nice and gentle. Engines off, or VTOL off. And power down everything but the main ship. I don't like that you can't repair your ship from outside of it. Like, I can't pull up my little Moby Glass, which is that little watch thing your character pulls up, and select my ship and go like, oh, I need it repaired while I'm gone. You have to sit there and do it in the cockpit.
Hey.
Hey. Eat a burrito.
Yeah.
Apparently, wow. The black cans, the Fizz Cola, not only do they give you more hydration,
Hey.
but it doesn't go down as fast. I don't know how that, like, it doesn't, I don't see that stat listed anywhere, but that guy's being weird. That dude, I don't like that dude. I don't like him. He's being all weird. What are you doing? What are you doing? You looking at porn on your Moby Glass? You're probably looking at porn on his Moby Glass. That dude is definitely looking at porn on his Moby Glass.
Yeah.
Just throw an empty soda can at him, doesn't even notice. Just doesn't faze him. Bro is impervious to physical harm.
Someone from accounts, please contact management. Accounts, contact management. Thank you.
It's the only way you can tell if it's a player is by the armor they're wearing. I don't want 22 hours because that's going to be like... No, that's fine because I'll be home around 8 o'clock tomorrow night, so it'll be fine.
Report to the manager's office if you think it's yours.
Where's the manager's office? I think it's mine. I don't care if I already have one. I want another one. I want 2 Moby Glasses. I want one on each wrist. And then I want to get a third one and put it on my dick. It's right aside naked person running around. Yep, right there. That doorway kills you.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
Sometimes you just kind of want to jump in there and see what the inner workings of the elevator are actually like. Taking that like minute of, all right, well the ship has to be brought up. Ooh. I like having all the switches because it's like click, 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 and like I have a startup procedure for my ship. It's like power, thrusters, shields, precision control, gravity compensation. I have to toggle the weapons on and off because once you power on the ship, everything turns on. So it's like I'm basically turning systems on that are already on. And one of them, for whatever reason, doesn't actually turn on or off. Then the VTOL mode, thrust up to hit the ship off the ground, turn off VTOL mode, bring up the gear, request launching, and I do that all one hand, one switch panel, and one button on my throttle, or like two buttons on my throttle. There's a level of satisfaction going. Tick, 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 tick. I almost want to get a second switch panel just so I can do more. So my switch panel used to be mounted up on top of my desk, which meant that when I had a switch panel up, I couldn't run my model train on the little loop that I have on my desk. Then I mounted it under part of my desk, right above my throttle. It looks really good, and it's like I don't have to move it there. It can just live there. And I'm playing truck sim, it just stays there. And I'm going to probably put the radio panel on this side. Either the radio panel or the autopilot panel right here. So when I'm flying, when I do like flight sim stuff, I have my yoke, the radio panel, and then like my two digital gauges right there. Oh, and I'm already lined up for a rock. Ooh, but there's one much closer. That ship, is that the same ship from earlier? No, that's a Vulture. He's pretty beat up. Somebody broke this rock up and that vulture sitting. I wonder if there's another miner out here and I'm about to steal their rock. Those things are kind of shit. Yeah, there's literally nothing good in that rock. Alright, I want to go take a look at this vulture. I want to see what's up with this vulture. Like, it's not moving, and it looks like it's pretty beat up. Yeah, everything on it's offline. Oh, but it's got cargo too. Oh, that's interesting. I need a button for top for scan mode. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. Do this. Controls. Alright, keybinds, advanced customization. Oh, that's not working. There we go. Alright, yay! More mapping done. Alright, we're gonna ping and find some rock. Oh, there's a rock. We'll go this way. It's weird seeing a vulture like that. I wonder if the player just logged out, or maybe he fell out of a ship and died, and he hasn't found his way back to his ship yet. Oh, yeah, he probably logged. He could have logged out. Well, because if he logs out, it should have despawned his ship, right? I don't know. This one we're gonna have to break. Be something good. Be something good. Be something good. Be something good. Isn't good. It's not good. Nothing in this rock is good. I got another one right there. Woo! Almost hit it. I keep forgetting that the ship's also fairly skinny, so I can just get really close to rocks without hitting them like that. I really do like the way this ship flies. It just moves exactly what I like. I wanted it to do something, it does it. It's got just the right amount of power, just the right amount of weight. And this is kind of a shit rock. But there's another one right over there. Alright, come up on another an M-type rock. Am I able to put anything into this rock? Nope. I want to keep going, but I'm also like I'm starting to feel it's a little fatigued. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna power through it. We're gonna get some more rock. A little S type right here. It's blending in with that big rock further away, and I couldn't really see it that well. Fuck it. Another one right there. See, I wonder how much of like I'm enjoying flying this ship is just fun to fly, and how much of it is I have a new joystick, new HOTAS, and it's actually like good. Like my other one was good, but this one's better. I might actually still use my other one. Like if I'm doing something where I need two sticks, I'll put the other one as like my secondary stick. Like if I'm playing like excavation simulator or something. Titanium and laranite. Yeah, it's not worth it. So when I first started, I was just grabbing every rock that I could find. If I could mine it, I could mine it. But my organization that I'm in, having better equipment does make things more fun to play. Yeah. Well, also I think like even this is like made by the same company, so it's got a lot of the same internals, but I think it's like all higher quality stuff. Like my Thrustmaster, the T1600, I can pick both those up and carry them around, like no problem, like all day. But this one, like just walking, like we picked the box up off the shelf because again we're at Micro Center, so it wasn't like somebody had to open up a case and walk me out the door. It was I picked it up off the shelf like it was a gallon of milk, and I walked to the front. And while we were standing in line, it was like so heavy in its box, I had to set it down. Because like this handle is cast, actually I think it's cast aluminum. Like the throttle frame is heavy steel body. And even like parts of it are machined aluminum. And what's nice is like what you don't see is it has a quick detach base, so I can turn this one screw and take the joystick off, and I can get different joysticks. So this one is meant for the A10 Warthog, but I can get because I have DCS, I can also get one for the F-18, which is one of the other planes I fly. And what I'm probably gonna do. Oh, we got an ad here, so I'm going to finish this story after. Well, the ad's going to start in a minute. So one of the things I want to do is you can also get an extension. So like the base part that the stick actually plugs into, I can mount that on the center between my legs and have an extension come up and put it exactly at the height it would be at if I was actually in like the F-18 or whatever. Backslide. Backside's pretty good. This one's a medium challenge rock. We'll start breaking it after the ad, which is about to start in 15 seconds. I think I have the ad set to run every hour. I'm wanting to set up my wheel, pedals for games, but still don't have a good place. Yeah, like even the chair I have is the Club Sport sim rig. Let's see. It's not the club sport. Open. So yeah, this is the one that I got, and I got it in the orange, and like you can see right here, like this L bracket here, I turned it 90 degrees so it's pointed forward, but that's where my stick is mounted, and then because it comes with two of them, I have the other one mounted over here for the throttle, and then this plate right here, I got rid of this bar, and I made my own because. In order to take the if you take the wheel off, that bar is still there, like that black part, like this black. I hate that it's like I don't want to zoom in. Like this black part is still there. So what I did is I made my own. I just took two matching pieces of steel, welded them together, drilled some holes, and put some nuts and bolts through them. And I cut the bottom off so it's C-shaped, and then put two bolt like tabs with nuts that go through. In fact, I have it right here. I'm going to show you too. Normally, I don't talk when the ads are going because whatever, but like it's just Tim right now. So I made this version right of that piece, and you can see it's open on the bottom, so I can take these two bolts out. I can take this bolt out, and then I can slot it on that center rail. Put these bolts in, now it's not going to fall off, and then I got these two bolts here, I tighten them down and it prevents it from going like this, from side to side. And then I still have this part here, and I can mount my joystick here, or I can mount I have the other plate, because I bought the Flight Sim setup, which is this chair, just like that, but it comes with this bracket here, which is meant for joysticks, and it comes with another one of the L brackets for the side. So I have that. The only thing I didn't get was I didn't get the foot pedal attachment, so my yaw pedals are at an angle, but I have this foot pedal plate, the angled one for the gas pedal. But there's another version of it that you can get. They don't show it. Like I have both these brackets here. They have another version of this foot plate that's flat for flight simming. I don't care, so I have that one. But yeah, it has the little wheels on the back, so if I wanted to move it around, I could, but I never move it around. In fact, my old apartment, it would slide on my old house. It would slide every time I would sit down in it. And so I actually had to take like ratchet straps and ratchet strap it to my table or my desk so it wouldn't move. Oh yeah, no, the seat itself is a full car seat. You can even buy yeah, it does all that. You can even buy a 5-point racing harness. So you actually have like you can actually strap yourself in as if you were in a race car. And you can kind of see it like right here, like he's got the harness on in that one, in that picture. It's not a 5-point, it's a 4-point. 5-point, so over the shoulder, both shoulders, that's 2 points, and then over the hips, that's another 2 points. Yeah, this is my normal gaming chair. Like if I'm not playing, is the ad done? I think the ad might be done. Can't tell. Oh yeah, the ad's done. Yeah, I sit in that chair for pretty much everything. So like, because it's comfortable. I can recline it. The problem is, and they don't show it in that pictures, if you recline it too far, like you were going to take a nap, it will just flip backwards and dump you on the floor. but it is fully adjustable like a regular car seat. Like I've got a lever down here between my legs. I can pull that and roll the chair forward or back. So like I can roll it forward or back. And what I do is like I'll roll it all the way back, and that's when I get up to like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Zoop. All right, I'm back. And then it's that way my knees don't hit my desk, and I have more room to get in and out. I'm gonna start trying to crack this rock. I mean, it's actually fairly comfortable. Like, I have fallen asleep sitting in this chair. I also, like, I had to buy, like, 3 different accessories for it. So I had to buy the chair itself. I had to buy the flight sim module, which gave me the extra L bracket on the side, and that center post for the joystick. And then I had to buy the flight sim extension module, which are, like, these little stubby legs. Let's see if I can pull it up again. So, like, these black legs here, they are short. There's another set that's taller that lifts the chair up more. I think they even list all the accessories here. Yeah, they have a cup holder and keyboard module. The seat lift kit. So I got the seat lift kit. They have an armrest module. Don't need it. I've been tempted to buy the lumbar pillow module, but I don't need it. Yeah, I got Flight Simulator Configuration 2, which gives you the extra L bracket and the centerpiece. No, it was 3. It was 3, I think. Or maybe I got 3 as well. I don't remember. I'd have to look at my order history. But honestly, it's Open Wheeler, but they've changed their name. And that, like, the base seat alone is $400. Let's see. I can actually show you everything I ordered. Yeah, so I've got the Gen 3 cockpit orange on black, the Configuration 1 Flight Sim, Configuration 3 center stick bracket, and the seat lift kit. So that's everything I got right there. And in total, it was $611 for all of it. I bought that on March 7th, so I've had this seat for quite a while now. And it was 2023, it's 2025, so I've had it for 2 years now. Yeah. And honestly, it's like the foam hasn't deteriorated. It probably might have, but like it hasn't gotten to the point where it's like I have noticed it, so it's still fairly comfortable. The color is definitely showing its age. Like it's gotten a little stained up, especially like right here, like on one side of it where I grab it when I'm getting in and out, and like where my butt is, it's gotten a little just wear and tear discoloration. Oh, I still have to break. I have to break this rock too. Oh. Like they didn't break down small enough to actually be collectible yet. Yeah, they're nice. And what's nice is because the foot pedals are attached with a metal rod to the base. Like when I slam on the gas or slam on the brakes, I'm not pushing the pedals away from me. That was a problem I had when I had a rolling chair, right? Is I would hit the gas, or I'm just playing like iRacing, and I'd hit the brakes really hard, and end up like sending myself rolling across the room. Alright, back away, back away, back away, back away. Like, this stream is not sponsored by OpenWheeler, but if they wanted to throw money at me, I wouldn't say no. I would only say nice things about their product. If they want to try to take the call, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go random call tomorrow afternoon. It's like, this is Steve from OpenWheeler. We saw your stream. We don't know how we got sent to us. We really appreciate the nice things you said about our product. Here's $50. I'm like, sweet, that's lunch money. What's funny is after I do these streams, especially when I do like a little bit longer one, I do get emails from like Streamlabs and they're like, you have a ad opportunity, and it's like, okay, and I look at it, it's like, play like 6 hours of League of Legends on stream to get $500. I'm like, yeah, no, or not League of Legends, like some other game, like some other mobile game thing. I'm like, no. If I'm gonna do that, I wanna play something I actually like want to play. All right. Like, if I'm going to talk about a product, it's going to be a product that I actually want to talk about. I'm also not, like, a big enough streamer to be, like, pulling that kind of stuff, so it's like, yeah. There it is. There's the rock. Oh, but it says it's impossible, and there's also not really anything worthwhile in it. I have finished my soda from Del Taco. I like the ship. It's like, oh shit, I'm going too fast. I'm about to overshoot the thing. Nope. It's a small, light little ship. And I like this ship. I like this ship, and I like the Vulture, and I like the Raft. I think there's only 3 ships I would probably... I might eventually get a Mole. And maybe like a C2. Unless Argo has a nice, good, bigger cargo hauling ship. That one I'm probably not gonna... Well, what's in there? Is there anything good? Bexlite? Let's try pumping some laser into it and see what happens. I don't think I can break this. But if I can actually pump some energy into it and it'll do something. Yeah, I literally am hitting the rock. I'm not gonna be able to break that one. Maybe this one. But it's only got titanium in it. Like, you would think titanium would be a high value commodity in the 900 years in the future. Apparently it's not. Like, titanium only sells for 502 credits per SCU compared to Bexlite, which I have a bunch of already, which sells for 7,000 credits per SCU. Compare that to gold, which sells for also 7,000. Bexlite is 7,900 credits on average. Gold is 7,400 credits on average. Quantanium is 23,000 credits on average. But it's also very, very hard to find. And it's one of those things that once you mine it, you've got 25 minutes, 24 minutes to get it to a refinery, or it explodes and damages your ship. Damn, another dud rock. I think the only problem I have with this chair, I like that it has a back, like a headrest, so I can actually just kind of like relax. And sometimes if I'm just watching like YouTube and eating dinner, I'll like sit here and lean it back a little more. Did I overshoot a rock? But when I'm playing VR, my headset hits the headrest. So if anything, like if there was anything I would want changed on this chair for like a new version, like the headrest like flips back, like have a lever that I can flip it and fold it back, or even just remove it for VRing. Gone in circles. Yeah, they do make a version of this that also has a notch cut out specifically for people who like fly DCS, like flight simulator, like combat flight simulators, where they actually have like a notch cut out for the joystick to sit right between your legs. I think I might have just gone in a circle. Because there's that vulture, but now it's repaired? Yeah, I went in a circle, so I'm gonna... Velocity vector so I don't slam into that rock. I can't break that one. I do like flying. I'm curious to like rewatch the stream later and just see how much like stick input I'm actually giving. Because it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot. Like I'm just barely touching the stick and the ship's like whoop, whoop. The one thing I don't like about this, one thing I like, that I really like about this stick, that I know a lot of people might not like, is it doesn't have twist. So what I mean by that is, a lot of joysticks that you can buy, they have a twisting motion, so you can rotate it like this. So you can push the stick forward, backwards, left, or forward, backwards, left, right, and you can rotate it. This one doesn't do that. And the reason why a lot of them do that is because not everyone has room to put feet pedals under their table, so you have the twist action to kind of act as if you did have pedals. Let me scan you. Oh no! I got a server error. Please wait. Oh, I'm gonna be so bummed if it crashes, or if the server disconnects me. Oh, we're back! Woo! That was a scary, like, 5 minutes. But it's not letting me scan that rock. Okay. Type C's, we're gonna move in on them. I'm trying to position myself in such a way that I can see all three of them so I don't lose track of them when like I scan and mine one of them. There we go. Yeah, nothing good in that one. Nothing good in that one. I'm being picky about what I mine to maximize my profits, but at some point I'm just going to just start mining everything. Bexlite? Bexlite's good. And I think I can actually just raw extract this one. Yep. There's some iron in there, but whatever. Man, like, so okay, I went to Robot Combat League Championships over the weekend. I only went on Saturday. I wasn't gonna stay at a hotel room, and I wanted to go home, and I wanted to do Star Wars night. A lot of fun, hanging out with my friends and watching everything. My only complaint. Well, it was cold in the building, but I understand that, you know, a lot of people in there, they probably had the AC cranked, expecting it to be hot in there, and then it rained all day, so it was cold. But then, like, Saturday, like, oh, we're gonna go to this place for dinner. And I can't break this rock. And it was like a buffet, or it was like a little market. I didn't like that market. I didn't like that market for dinner. It was just too loud. I couldn't like have a conversation with anybody. Let's see. I bought a Malice. It was a fancy mall court, but it was really small and cramped and very loud. But see, I also got a Malice hoodie, so I was nice and warm once I got that hoodie. See, the first, like, overnight travel event that I went to was an ARC event. Went down to Arizona. And that was nice because after the event was done, we actually went to like a sit-down Italian restaurant. It was Pong, Bunny, Robert, myself, I can't think of Bunny's husband's name. Oh, it's David, because they're all Davids. I know a couple other people were there. Some of the other, like, New Mexico people, like Brennan and them, were there. And that was nice because we actually had like a nice sit-down restaurant experience. Horse is good, but try and crack this one and see what happens. You see, I bought it and I've already worn it. Like I wore it all day there, and then I took it with me to Star Wars night on Sunday at Fandom because I ended up spending most. It was stupid hot and packed inside the bar itself, but like sitting out on the patio area was out front was nice. That's also where like all my friends were at. But then it started to get a little chilly, so I put it on then. And then I actually wore it to work today because like I got in my car and I was like, oh, it's a little chilly because it was still raining, like kind of raining. And so I wore it while I got in my car, wore it, got to work, wore it for a little bit till I was like, oh, it's kind of warm in the building. I'll take it off now. Like, it's my new. I'm gonna swap between that and like my NHRL hoodie. My NHRL hoodie was getting pretty worn out, so. Nice to have a new one. Alright, got a little bit out of that one. Oh, there was a third rock hiding back there. Let's see that third one. Don't tell me it's impossible and then give me a bunch of gold. It's like, it's gold. I want the gold. What are you? What do you contain? What secrets lie within you? Yeah, poor Art Ninja was wrapped up at one point in a shipping blanket. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. Yeah, and I'll probably end up like come like later this summer, like in the summer and the fall like evenings when I knew it's gonna be a little cooler out. I'll wear it then. Nothing good in that rock. Back, so we had work-wise, we had all last week off with no shows. We go back to having shows this week, and I'm like, I already got my work schedule for the week. It's like, I work the show tomorrow, and I work the show Friday. So I'm going in late tomorrow, which means I can stay up a little late and stream and play games and kind of do whatever. And then I'll be home late Wednesday. And then I'm probably going to go to Fandom for karaoke on Thursday after work. which means I'll probably have a little bit. I'll probably have a little bit of time like tomorrow night. I'm gonna try and break this one. It might have some good stuff in it. Back up. Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying I felt bad for Art Ninja because she had to wear her, like, that was the only thing she had left to keep her warm was, I think she already had a hoodie on too. But also, like, it makes sense that they were keeping that building, like, the AC cranked because they were probably expecting it to be hot with how many people were in there. They were probably expecting a ton of people in there for, you know, how many people were there and all that. How far away are we? So they probably had the AC cranked just to help with that, and then it was like, oh, it's gonna be cold and rainy that day. Constellation, medium freight gunship. It's not moving. Oh, I wonder if I can do it. I think I can map like one of these hat switches. To move in the MFDs, multi-function displays. There's our hangar. VTOL lights. You're coming down. Keep her on track. Keep her lined up. Velocity vectors all over the place, but that's because I'm twiddling, fine-tuning my final direction. Lights off. There's currently a bug in the game that when you enter the hangar, you lose all ship audio, which kind of sucks. VTOL off. We can power everything down. Why am I laying down? I don't know why getting out of my ship, my character was like, I'm just gonna take a nap now. Kind of like checking the times. Like, I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. This is probably one of the longest streams I've done in a while. Like, I've done like a 12-hour stream. I think the longest I did was like 16 hours. So the last few weeks, all my streams have only been like 2 hours long. Again, it's because, as I said earlier, it's like normally I get food, but then since I eat a big lunch on Tuesday afternoon, so, like, I'm not hungry by the time I come home with food, and then I'm hungry mid-stream, and I don't want to be sitting here trying to eat while streaming. Backslide. Thought I had gold. Oh, I never got the gold. Territe. Don't want. Yeah, fuck, I got enough of it. And we'll do this one. The refineries are at 47,000% capacity.
Waste disposal has been postponed until further notice.
I'm thinking maybe do one more run. But I've also been at this for 3 hours, and what time is it now? It is 9:18. I'm gonna go up to the ship real quick and do some mapping on the keyboard and stick and all that.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval. Your vehicle has please visit us again.
So I'm also like, I didn't eat all those tacos. Now those tacos got to come out. Well, not those tacos, but like the tacos like. When last time I tacos? My lunch, my breakfast, whatever. What I'm trying to say is I got poo. And also, like, I want to check and see if I can do some mapping real quick, some keyboard mapping. I know it's not keyboard, but like joystick mapping. I know that's not super ultra exciting content, but at least I can sit here and like keep chatting with people for a little bit. But if I don't do it, it's gonna bug me, and I'm gonna be thinking about it all day long. Tomorrow. Keyboard mapping. Nope, nah, that's not what I wanted. Like, I want to set. Yep. Okay, cool. Now I've got buttons I can just kind of... Although I have no way of, like, changing those. That's something to. At least I got it to where I can cycle through them, right? So I don't have to like grab my mouse and move around. I can just. I can be like, oh, I've targeted a ship. I can go to scan it and see the scan status of it without having to like click and drag a bunch of shit. I just boop, 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 boop. And I think maybe tomorrow or later I will figure out, probably tomorrow, figure out how to actually maneuver inside the menus. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. Look at a little 3-hour stream. It's going to give me time to kind of clean up after the stream and drink some water and go to the bathroom and kind of enjoy the last little bit of my night. Let's see. Am I doing anything this weekend? I'm not doing anything this weekend, so maybe I'm not gonna promise, but I might try and squeeze in another stream sometime this week. We'll see. Again, with my schedule the way it is, it's hard to like schedule when I can stream. Just is what it is. But I think I am gonna call it there. Did I get any new followers? I didn't get any new followers. Well, anywho. I will catch you guys all in the next one. If you don't see me later this week, I will see you guys next Tuesday.